Today is the best day in my whole life, especially in the light of many unfortunately events of this year in my life.
So many of us have traveled to Wichita today to celebrate Cam and Gregory. Some from nearby, others from far away, is a testament to the love we all share for them and for each other. Kim and Greg have planned today and the weekend's events nearly a year after their legal ceremony, specifically so all of their friends and family can share in this moment with them, is a testament to just how much that love is reciprocated.
I have the privilege of being Kim's baby sister, but she's not just my big sister. Kim was the ultimate big sister for all of us growing up, and she took those duties really seriously.
I don't know exactly when it happened, but at some point, Greg went from my baby brother to one of my best friends. And a part of me will always see you as the 8-year-old who came to visit and was basically the mascot for my friends. But we want you to know how proud we are of the man you become. You're thoughtful, kind, funny, smart, and I know you'll be a great husband for Kim because you've always been such a great brother for us.
And she doesn't extend this love just to her family. If you're able to make it into her exclusive group of friends, you will be rewarded with her unyielding love, generosity, and loyalty. For someone who puts the world on her shoulders, I couldn't imagine what lucky man would be able to land her. But from the first time I met Greg, I knew that he was the one.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those sentences that began with, "when we're married," and continued with, "I will, and you will, and we will." Those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, all of those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, all these common things and more are the real process of a wedding.
I can't imagine I knew what I was getting myself into when you walked into that bar on the Upper East Side for our first date. It feels like so long ago. But in those initial few weeks of knowing you, I very quickly realized that I met the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with.
Greg, you said that you knew from the first time we met that this is where our future was headed. It's not that I didn't believe you, but what we had from day one and what we still have is so special that it felt almost surreal at first.
As you may know, Kim and Greg were officially married in a very small ceremony last December. They did that because for the concern of my health. And on that day, I thought it was one of the best days of my life.
What do you think?
And today is really the happiest day of my life.
The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all of these things we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher, for you have learned much from one another in these last few years.
I promise to love and care for you, to never forget how grateful I am to be with you. I promise never to complain when you trick me into eating healthier versions of my favorite foods. I promise to support and encourage you through good times and bad, as you always do for me. Being with you has truly made me the happiest I've ever felt. I promise to never stop working to be the better man you inspired me to be.
I promise to not only support you in achieving your hopes and dreams, but to make them mine too. I promise to love and care for your family like my own, because they are my own. I promise to be an unwavering partner through the many highs, but especially the lows that life will bring us. I promise to cherish you and never take you for granted. I promise to be your best friend, and I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
Kim and Greg are very lucky to have a very strong community of family and friends who love and support them enough to come to a barn in the middle of the field, in the middle of Kansas.
Kim T. Tran and Gregory James Duell, I now pronounce you married, and you may kiss.
Like I've ever experienced. It's nothing like I've ever seen. Experience.
Chukaiban, Cham Nam Hein Phúc.
You know, in Vietnamese, when we celebrate any occasion, we in raising a glass, we say a word like this, yo. So now please join me and raising a glass to celebrate Kim and Greg.
Experience.